What is up everyone, my name is Sashit Samir. Welcome to the ninth Java game tutorial. So in this tutorial what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take the rectangle area of the bird and rectangle area of the wall. And after taking these two rectangle areas, I'm going to compare, means I'm going to check it out whether they are intersecting or not. If they intersect, then what I need to do, which means if they are intersecting, which means what, which indicates that you are out, so we need to reset the bird as well as the wall. So guys, this is what I'm gonna do in this tutorial. It sounds confusing, but don't worry about that, because as we proceed you guys will understand. So let's go ahead and get started. Wall image, and yeah, in this class, yeah, from here we need to start. That's because this wall movement method is going to get called after every 20 milliseconds. So guys, uh, let's import this rectangle import. There we go. This is going to be how to name, what to name. Let us name it as low rect. This is for low rectangle equals new rectangle. So let me go ahead and explain so you guys can easily understand. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I cannot explain with this, so let's go ahead and stop the wall movement. There we go. Save the game, run it. Yeah, there we go. Now as you can see, this is the first set of wall, this is the second set of wall. Let's concern about the first set of wall. As far as this first set of wall is concerned, I'm going to get the area of the lower rectangle first and the upper rectangle second. As far as this lower rectangle is concerned, it's going to contain four arguments. When we are implementing to get the area of lower rectangle, we need to pass four arguments. So the first two arguments are going to be x and the y. As you can see in the picture, I'm showing with the help of my cursor, this is going to be the x and the y coordinates, which means it's coming from here, means x 0 1 2 3 600. I hope the first x is 600. I think yeah, it's 600. So x is going to be 600 and y is going to be 0 1 2 3, like this. Whatever the y, it's going to get generated by automatically with the help of that random variable. So x and the y are going to, x comma y are the first two arguments for that rectangle constructor, and the third argument is going to be the width of this rectangle, which is going to be 45, and the fourth final argument is going to be the height of this rectangle. This is what we are going to pass for lower rectangle. The same applies for the upper rectangle. As far as this upper rectangle is concerned, x is going to be 600. At the beginning, x is going to be 600 and the y is going to be 0. All y is always going to be 0. That's because, as you can see, it's common sense. Y is here, it's 0. From 0 only it's going to start 0 1 2 3, like that. So here x comma y, x is going to be whatever x. In this case, x is going to be 600, y is going to be 0. Y is always going to be 0, and the length is 45. Length is 45 and the height is going to be this one. This is what the height. So let's go ahead and implement this. Yeah, there we go. And we need to pass four arguments. For the lower rectangle, we need to pass the x coordinate and the y coordinate, as I told before, x comma y, and the width is going to be the wall width. So as you can see, we have declared here width wall, and yeah, there we go. And the height is going to be height. Here only it gets handy, as I told before, here only it gets handy. Height means the total game height minus y. Let me go ahead and show it real quick. So the game height is total 800. 800 means from here to here. 800 minus here to here, that is y coordinate. So we can get the length of lower rectangle. That is what happening with the help of this height. So now you know why we need to why do we need to reset the height value when x approaches -45. And we are going to do the same thing for the upper rectangle. Just going to name it as upper rect, and the x is going to be x, and the y is going to be always 0, and the as far as the width is concerned, that is same, and the height you need to concern a little carefully. I'm going to tell it for a while, within a while. Game panel dot, I need to get the height of the entire window, and I'm going to subtract it with height plus gap. It's easy, it's pretty much straightforward. Let me go ahead and show it. As far as this height is concerned, what I'm going to do, I'm getting the entire height, which is 800. I'm going to subtract that 800 from this height plus this gap, so I can get the height of this one, so I can get the area of the upper rectangle. That is pretty much straightforward. This is what happening with the help of this. Now I have the lower rectangle and I have the upper rectangle. What I need to do right now, I need to get the rectangle area of the bird image, so that I can check whether they are intersecting or not. If they are intersecting, I need to preset the bird image as well as the wall image, which means if they are intersecting, you are out, the game over. This is what happening. So now I need to get the rectangle area of the bird image. So let's go ahead and create a method which will helps us to retrieve the rectangle area of the bird image. So I'm going to create a method right here. It's going to be public the return type is rectangle area, and what to name, let's name it as get bird rect. Get There we go. And we need to import, let's import it rectangle. There we go. We need to set up the return type, otherwise it always shows errors. Let's go ahead and create an object for the rectangle bird rect. There we go. And x coordinate is going to be x, and the y coordinate is going to be y, and the width and the height, let me go ahead and copy this one. That is going to be bird diameter, and the height is 35, I think 35. Let's put the bird diameter, that's not going to reflect that much. Let's put it as that one, or you can put the 35. 35 is the exact height of the image. This is the width, this is the height. Exactly, if I say exactly, this is 35. Or you can change the size of the image. Right click and open with the paint, and you can change the size of the image. So you can put bird diameter here and here also. Or I'm just going to put it as 35. That's fine. Return bird rect. There we go. So guys, now we can retrieve the area of the bird. So let's go ahead and create a if statement, so that we can check whether the rectangle of the wall and the rectangle area of the bird image are intersecting or not. So I'm going to start with the lower rect dot intersects. Okay, now I need to call this method whether to check. So if I need to call, I need to create an object for this bird image. As far as this class is concerned, I don't have object to call this method. So instead what I'm going to do, I'm just going to call with the help of this class name. If I want to call with the help of this class name, I should make that method as static. So let's go ahead and make static. There we go. So I can call it right now static. Here, as you can see, get bird rate. And I just want to say one more thing. If you are changing this as static, you need to aware whether these variables are static or not. If they are not static, you are going to get errors. That is why at the beginning I declared these variables as static. This is the reason I declared all these variables as static. And now what I need to do, I need to check with the upper rect. So or upper rect dot intersects dot intersects, same thing, bird image dot get bird rate. There we go. If they're intersecting, what I need to do, I need to reset the bird image as well as the wall image. So I need to call the reset method, which is inside the bird image. Let's go ahead and okay. In this method, first of all, I need to make it as public, then only I can access outside from this class of this class. So make it as public, as well as I need to make it as static. And if I make it as static, you need to concern about this speed variable and this y variable. So let's go ahead and see speed and the y. Always it's already statics since I made it static before only. So now we can call it with the help of this bird image class name. So bird image dot reset. So it's going to reset the image of the bird. And we have a method which is inside the wall image. Do we have? Oh no, we need to create a method for resetting the wall image. So let's go ahead and create. For that, I'm going to name it as wall resetting. Let's go ahead and wall reset. That's it. There we go. And create a method. Hover over, click on it. So it's going to create for us. There we go. And now we need to create what? Y is equal, same as this one. Copy and paste right here. And the height, copy and paste. So guys, let's go ahead and run the program so we can understand what are the changes we need to make more. So as we can proceed, if I touch any way of the wall, yeah, what's happening, as you guys can guess, it's we are changing the y values at that old x points. That is what happening right here. When it touches the wall, it changes the y value at that old x points, because we are not resetting the values. So if we want to start from the beginning, when it touches the wall, we need to reset the x values as well. So our next task is to reset the x values. Means let's close the program. We need to reset right here only. We need to do something here to reset the x values. So this is what I'm going to do in the next tutorial. So guys, it's more than 13 minutes. I think it's near to 15 minutes. I cannot record more than 15 minutes. I don't know the reason, as I told before. And yeah, don't forget to check out my next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the thumbs up button. I'll see you in the next tutorial.